Everyone, and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel where we explore how you can unlock customer service scenarios, innovative customer service scenarios using the Microsoft platform, Power Platform, and especially the combination of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Contact Center and Copilot Studio. The title of today's video, or the topic in today's video, is exploring the 2025 release wave 1 update for Dynamics 365. And as you can suspect, my interest and my focus in this series of videos will be taking a closer look at the top features that I personally find very interesting from the 2025 release wave updates, covering customer service, contact center, and Copilot Studio. This very video will be focused on looking at what I consider to be the top features for the customer service product in the 2025 release wave 1 for the Dynamics 365. So without much ado, let's get into the video. Well, if this is your first time of hearing about release waves in the Dynamics 365 world, well, have no fear. I'll explain what this means. In uh, in general, we have two major Dynamics 365 updates every year. These updates are termed release waves, and there are two release waves per year. The release waves are the features that will be rolled out over a 6 month period. Wave 1 runs from April to September, while wave 2 runs from October to March of every year. And before the release wave period actually starts, a few months or weeks before, the release wave notes are shared. In this case, we're talking about release wave 1, which will include all the updates that are intended to go live or to roll out between April and September. Okay. In this particular case, in this particular instance, the release wave updates were the release wave notes were published last week. So 23rd of January was when the release wave notes were published, and so I spent some time last week reading through them, understanding what these features were, and then deciding what I consider to be my top features. One caveat about the release wave notes is that this caveat is taken verbatim from the Microsoft documentation page, and the caveat is that delivery timelines may change and project functionality may not be released. So for features that have not even been in public preview yet, it might very well be that they never make it to public preview. Or on the other hand, there are features that are public preview but may never make it into GA. Okay. So let's dive right into this, what I consider to be my top features for the customer service Dynamics 365 customer service product in this release wave notes. For customer service, this release wave, the features in this release wave are focused on features that would enhance agentic capabilities and improve productivity of service reps via Copilot. Okay, so enhancing agentic capabilities means that Microsoft is introducing some features that are agentic in nature. So we'll see some of those as we go through this presentation. One thing that I need to call out here is this presentation is not a look at every single feature in the release notes. That will be too much, and I don't think it's a valuable use of time. Rather, I'm only focused on what I consider to be top features, and I'll explain why these features are my top features. The first feature we'll be talking about is the customer service update knowledge base using the customer knowledge management agent. So for release wave 1 this year in customer service, the Dynamics 365 customer service application, Microsoft is releasing a customer knowledge management agent. One of the things that this agent will do is It's going to look into it will turn case and case related conversation data into knowledge based articles with which your customer service representatives can be empowered to serve your customers even better. There are two modes in which this will work: real time creation and historical article creation. In the real time creation aspect, this knowledge management agent, which I have taken the liberty of abbreviating to CKM, this CKM agent will look at cases as they are resolved in real time and extract pieces of information from those cases that are to create knowledge articles. The other mode is the historical article creation, in which historical case data that you've had in your system already, things like conversations, emails, case notes, will be turned into knowledge based articles. Okay. I believe this will be very interesting for customer service reps as well as customer service supervisors. Customer service reps will be able to find and reference very up to date knowledge articles based on the cases that have been solved in real time across the organization. So I think that's really, really cool. It's already in public preview, so you can already start using it now. Of course, the details of availability depend on your specific environments, region. So if you're in environments in the US or it's in Europe, this will depend. This will impact whether or not it's already available to try in your environment. It's intended for GA by April of 2025. The next feature is the ability for you to use Copilot agents to conduct customer surveys. If you've used if you've been in the dynamic space for some time, you might know the customer voice product. And the customer voice product is the go-to, or what's the go-to means for you to conduct customer surveys in the Dynamics family of apps. What this feature is introducing is the possibility for you to, instead of using customer voice, like a classic survey tool, you can use Copilot agents. You can create Copilot agents which will then engage your customers in a conversational experience to capture their feedback. What it does is that after the customer ends the conversation or the call, this Copilot agent that you configure and set up in your respective channel will kick in and prompt the user to answer questions about what their experience has been. I find this very interesting, especially for customer service supervisors who want to have a finger on the pulse of what's happening in the customer service space, as well as service leaders want to make sure that they have a way to ask customers questions about their service experience. Another agentic capability is the case management agent, which I'm abbreviating to CM agent. This is a very interesting agent in the sense that it is going to automate many of the case management activities that your agents do. Things like sending follow-up emails, things like resolving a case after a conversation has ended, trying to find out who the expert to handle a case is, right? So all of these case management life cycle actions or tasks, this case management agent, which is going to be rolling out in this release wave, will save your customer service reps lots of time by taking over this task for them. Okay. It will automate the capturing of the details, for example, customer name, the reason for their reaching out, the nature of their request, all of this, it will capture it automatically. This can be interesting for service reps, customer service supervisors, and service leaders. It is already in public preview and is expected to GA in April of 2025. The next key feature I wanted to call out that I find interesting is the ability for for service reps to create personalized case views in the inbox. The inbox is a modern experience for your service reps to, see the items that they need to work on. And what this feature introduces is a way for them to personalize how they view cases within the inbox. With this personalization possibility, Your representatives can increase their productivity. They can organize their work the way they see fit. Okay, so they can create these views, put in whatever criteria is relevant for them, and this will be reflected in their inbox. This is expected to go straight to GA and is expected to land in April of 2025. Another feature is the feature that will enable your customer service reps to be able to restore sessions immediately after a browser was refreshed. Typically, the experience until now has been that if the service reps refresh their browser window within customer service workspace, they would expect that, the intuition is that any sessions that are previously opened should reappear, right? However, right now, they would need to reopen this manually. With this usability improvement, your agents save time whenever they need to do a browser refresh and they don't have to manually reopen all of the tabs. Okay. And when the browser refreshes, entities such as the case, the accounts, and so on will be restored automatically. This is in public preview already and is expected to go into GA in April of 2025. The next feature is the capability for the inbox view to be on by default. Right now, the experience is that um, your service reps have the option to either use the inbox view or to use the classic, to use a classic experience where they would just have a list of cases or a list of work items that they should be working on. Going forward, as soon as this is GA in April of 2025, the inbox view is going to be the default experience. Inbox will be the default view for all service reps. This will make service reps more productive, but it also means that admins need to prepare their service reps to be aware that from April, the default view will be the inbox view. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it was valuable for you. The next video I would make in this series will cover specific updates that I find interesting, which are coming to the Dynamics 365 contact center products in release wave 1. And then after that, I will do another video covering the features that I find interesting that will be coming to Copilot Studio. And then I will now do a deep dive of each of those categories where I show you the impact or how these features work within the Dynamics product itself. So that will be a very visual series of videos. This first series of videos are just to touch on those features, help you know that they're coming, and then I'm going to start doing deep dives as these features begin to land either in public preview or in GA. Thank you for watching once more. Please feel free to subscribe. I welcome your subscriptions. I'm happy for every new subscriber that I get, and I hope that this was valuable to you. Thanks for watching once more, and I wish you a great rest of the day wherever you are.